What's up, guys? It's finally time. It's time for me to announce the not so well kept secret that I am now sponsored. It's an amateur level sponsorship, but I'm very, very excited to announce that I'm a part of Team Lone Star Discs. I'm very much looking forward to working with them. I'm on the Lone Star Discs Ranger team, so it should be a really great time. I'm going to be bagging full Lone Star and Hooligan discs this year, and yeah, let's get to it. This is going to be a partial in the bag announcement. You guys, a lot of people from home already knew this was coming. They saw me convert my bag over. They saw me. I've been hyping up Lone Star for a while now. So that's why I'm so incredibly excited to be a part of them, have their name accompanied by mine, them having my back. And I'm very excited to get this season going. And yeah, let's get in the bag. All right, so far starting with putters, my current bag is I got my really understable throwing penny putter. This is the one I originally started putting with in Amateur Worlds. So yeah, I've had this one for a minute, and now it's more my throwing putter. If I want something that'll always move right no matter basically how I throw it, I can rely on this. And then another throwing putter I have is the Armadillo, more of an approach disc, but I use it for basically anything inside or outside 100 feet. If I just want something that'll land, not really move very far, a little bit of stability. If I throw it on hyzer, on this kind of release, it'll move left for me, flat, it'll land flat, and hyzer, it'll kind of pan for me. So it's a very reliable disc. Basically my go-to for anything around 100, 150 feet out, just for something to land softly and not move very far. Now I have a Glow penny putter. This is for a little more stability, a little more distance. I don't throw it a whole lot, but it's kind of there. It's kind of the same thing as my Alpha penny putter. It's just a little more stable where I can throw it on hyzer and it'll kind of flip up flat and push for those 250-ish foot holes. If I just need something with a little more control, I'll go for these. And then one other thing for putting, I'll throw a picture up because I don't have it just yet. You guys will probably see a YouTube short of when it does come in the mail. I'm going to have a Jackrabbit. I think it's a V1 or a V2 Jackrabbit coming in the mail, and that'll be much more stable than these penny putters. That'll be mainly just to get hyzer. Even if I throw it flat, it'll still push left. It's going to be a stable flyer, so I'm excited to get it. Another putter I have, I don't use this a whole lot, but I'm kind of in the process of finding a zone replacement. For now, I have this Bull Snake. It's a 3204, and it's very deep, which I'm not entirely a fan of, to be honest, but I'm getting used to it. I'm gonna try probably also the Copperhead and the Harpoon from them to kind of feel out what everything feels like. But for now, this is my very stable putter, kind of that zone replacement. I use it a lot for backhands if I'm using it at all, but yeah, very, very pretty disc. So it's in the bag. And then finally, I got another penny putter. This one's my main putting putter. It's a Victor 2 or a V2 penny putter. And it's kind of the same as this one used to be. This one used to be my putting putter, but now it's beaten into the point where I like to throw it for it to flip. This one's newer, and I only use it really to putt and jump putt. Yeah, if I'm putting, this is the putter that comes out. Moving on to mid-ranges, we're going to start with my most stable, which is my Walker. This is kind of, if you remember my in the bag, I believe I had my original in the bag, I believe I had a Justice in there. That's basically what this is. The Walker, it's much more of a flatter profile to it, but it's about the same stability. Its numbers are 5304, and I use it the same way I use my Justice, just headwind forehands, or if there's just a lot of wind short hole, I'll throw it backhand. It gets to the ground quick, very controllable. I love this disc. It's in the Alpha plastic. Next, we have my less stable but still stable mid-range for if I just need something to hyzer, but it's a little further. I'm going to go with the Midi. I don't throw it a lot, just on 250 foot holes where I need to, get something to spike in, or if there's a little bit of wind and I'm not comfortable throwing my other mid-range, you'll see here in a second, then I'll disc up to the Midi because I know it's going to fight the headwind a lot better, and it's still going to it's not going to be so crazy stable like the Walker is. This thing will actually want to fly and push forward. So yeah, I don't use it a lot, but it's definitely nice for when I do need it. Also in the Alpha Plastic. Then I got probably my favorite mid-range of all time. It's the Texas Ranger. I got it in my player pack originally. I got my original one in the player pack at Amateur Worlds. And since then, I have a new one now, but amazing, amazing disc. It does a weird thing that takes a little bit to learn, where if you throw it, for me at least, when I throw it on a little bit of hyzer, it'll flip up and turn a little. But then it has a really, really strong fade. I love it. Almost every single hole that it's under 300 feet, I'm pulling this out. It goes very straight if I want it to. I can get it to hyzer out if I want. I can get it to pan. I can do whatever I want with this disc. I would compare it to like a Buzz in a way, but in my opinion, much, like, it's hard to explain. Much better to throw, for lack of a better term. I think it flies further. It's more controllable. You can get this to do more things than you can a Buzz, in my opinion. I've thrown them both. But I love, and this Artist Series stamp is beautiful. I mean, I don't know. I love the Texas Ranger. Every hole under 300 feet, almost, I will be pulling this out. I freaking love this disc. And then I got the Hooligan disc in my bag. It's the Flip. Just came out recently. First run Flip. Has a nice little oil slick stamp to it. It's kind of cool. But this thing is kind of like my really beaten in penny putter. This thing will go left. Brand new. I was throwing it on this much hyzer, and it will still flip and go. It goes right no matter what for my right hand backhand. And it is, oh my word. This thing is so understable. It's amazing for those really tight gaps where I want to flip something up and turn. I can trust it to go right no matter what angle I'm throwing it on. But it doesn't like burn. It doesn't get on an angle and just dive. It kind of just flips and like holds that angle. So it's fantastic. I love it, and you guys should check it out. We got the Flip. Moving on to drivers, I don't have a lot right now. Obviously, I'm still working on building my bag, but for now, for my forehands and my stable fairway, I have the Mad Cat. The way it feels, it's very nice. It's glow plastic, very gummy, but it's also very stable. I would compare it to probably like a Sexton Firebird. It's not like overly stable where it's just gonna hyzer out on you, but it's stable enough that if I really torque on it, it'll flex a little and then come crashing. Backhands, it's a reliable left finish. So yeah, I like the Mad Cat. It's basically my Sexton Firebird replacement. And yeah, I've been really enjoying it. And this stamp is just amazing. I mean, how can you not love that? Moving on to my main distance driver for now. I want to keep experimenting with some of Lone Star's molds, but I found success so far with the Curl. It's kind of like a flippy beaten in Wraith feel. It's 11.5, -1, 2. And yeah, I like to stand it up. It likes to flex over. It's pretty understable. It's gotten that like beaten in Star Wraith feel to it. So I like it a lot because obviously I threw a lot of Wraiths before I got accepted to Lone Star. So yeah, I'm gonna keep experimenting. There's a few other molds I want to have in that I want to test out and see if they become a better distance driver than what I have. But for now, I'm really loving the Curl. Highly recommend for any kind of intermediate arm throwers. You're gonna get a good hyzer flip distance out of it. For the more advanced arms that are faster than mine, it's probably gonna be a really nice roller disc. But yeah, I love it. And this, again, the Artist Series stamps in Lone Star are incredible. And you got a little wave going here, and it's so pretty. And then the final Lone Star disc in my bag is stupid understable. It's the Tumbleweed. It's basically my Hades or a Mamba replacement for me. Very understable, no matter how I throw it again. It's distance. I use this mainly as my roller disc, or if I'm going really hard uphill, then I'll use it and kind of get a little bit of a flex in it, or I'll just try to roll, because if I throw it flat, it wants to get down on that angle and go. So I do like the Tumbleweed for that. That's mainly what I use it for. But yeah, that is the entirety of my Lone Star bag so far. I will be continuing to upload shorts and other things as I get Lone Star in, probably some field work sessions as I'm trying to work out what's going to be my final bag for the season. But yeah, I got that Lone Star representation. I'm so excited to finally announce it, even though a lot of people already know. But yeah, we got the Lone Star disc. I have a few more shirts coming as well for them. And actually, the shirt I have now is all. Woo, I got that Artist Series Texas Ranger on the back, so. I'm a huge fan of them. Huge shout out to Lone Star. Thank you so much for allowing me on your team, and I'm looking forward to representing them for the 2023 season.